Hi, I'm Nicole. This is the morning routine derived from functional range conditioning. We are moving 10 joints head to toe through their safest, greatest, pain-free range of motion. These rotations are commonly called controlled articular rotations. You are controlling the joint through the range of motion that you own. Two concepts I want to address before we begin: never moving into a pinch point or a closing angle joint pain. An example of a closing angle would be here. This is the closing angle of my neck, and this is the open angle. So any sensation, warmth, stretching along the open angle is okay. Any sharp, shooting nerve pain, bone-on-bone sensation in the closing angle, you go around it. So if that means that your circle starts to look like a triangle, it just is what it is. When you're ready, the second concept that we have to address is tension. When you do this routine, I want you to have about 20% tension throughout your body. So not 100% and not 0, but just light tension so that you can articulate the joint better and isolate and strengthen that one joint individually. So when you're ready, let's start together. Standing tall, you'll need to take your shoes and socks off. We'll start with the neck. Bring your arms alongside of you. Make fists. Take a big breath. Brace your belly. Squeeze your legs. Grip your toes. Squeeze your fists. And now chin to chest. Right ear, right shoulder. All the way around. Completing the circle, we'll go one more time, so it's 2 in each direction. As big of a circle as you can make without moving into pinch points and reversing. So what I'm trying to do is isolate my head and neck from my shoulders, my scapula, my ribs, and my spine. Any other body part that can help me make this circle is now still to the best of my ability. Good. Moving into spinal cars, you're going to take your feet wider. I want you to imagine that your pelvis is in a block of cement, so nothing from your hips down moves. Arms cross your chest, big breath. Brace your belly, squeeze your legs, start to flex forward. Rotate left shoulder toward your right leg, side bend to the right, and then articulate up. All the way around, side bend, rotate, and flex forward. Keep going, one more rotation here. And trying to make the second circle bigger. Obviously, that's not physiologically possible, but you're trying to squeeze out more. And now reverse, going the other way. Keep the belly strong, keep the legs strong. Finishing up, second rotation. Side bend. Extend up. Side bend. Rotate. And then flex forward. Good. Okay, shake that out. Coming back upright, feet hip width, we'll move into scapular cars. I want you to imagine your arms are on an invisible shelf, so they're not going to move up and down. They'll stay really still. You're going to elevate your shoulder blades up, retract shoulder blades back, depress down, and then protract, glide them apart and forward. Keep the belly braced, retract, down, and forward. Now you'll reverse them. Take it back first, elevate up. Glide forward. Try to keep your neck and ribs out of it. Down, retract, elevate up, glide forward. Beautiful. Shake that out. Moving into shoulder cars now. If you need something to hold on to, you can. We'll start with your left arm. You can either keep a blade or a fist at your choice. Take a big breath in. Brace your belly, and then start to bring your arm up through space. There'll be a natural stopping point when you reach flexion. Internally rotate. So your bicep moves away from your ear and you're making the biggest circle available to you without moving into pinch points. So notice how nothing else is moving, right? That's really challenging. It took me a long time to be able to isolate this shoulder by itself. Rotating, 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 and then coming back up. Good. So a common alignment issue here is that we jut the rib cage forward or the neck or side bend to make it happen. And I want you to minimize that to the best of your ability. Let it live within your shoulder. And you want to rotate as soon as you can. Don't forget to squeeze, create that tension in the legs, brace the belly. Nice. And then we'll switch sides. Other arm when you're ready. Arm comes all the way up. There's a clear stopping point here, and then you rotate. The bicep moves away, and you're rotating from deep within the head of the shoulder, as big as you can make it, keeping it honest. I always tell my students that. Better to be honest than impressive. Rotate, rotate. Up and around. And you might find two sides are really different. All the way up. Rotate, bicep away. Internally rotating the shoulder now. All the way down. Extend. Unwind it. All the way up and forward. Nice. Okay. Moving into elbows. You're going to flip your hands forward. So what I want you to do here is imagine, or actually watch, the elbow pit stays forward. Sometimes I like to imagine there's a marble here in the pit of my elbow, and I don't want it to drop and fall. You're going to keep your arm bones externally rotated, and you're going to leave them as they are. That means I want you to firm your biceps into your side waist. And then you're going to imagine, again, the air is thicker. Brace your legs, brace your abs. Start to bring your hands through space under a gentle amount of tension. When you get to the top, you'll pronate, let the thumbs move forward, and then come down. Notice my elbow pits are still forward. So my imaginary marble has not fallen out. Flip the hands, come back up through space. At the top, thumbs move in, and we come down. Now, the tops of the hands will lead the way, so you're coming back up. Good. At the top, supinate. Elbow pits are still forward. Pronate at the bottom, coming back up. Rotate, and back down. There you go. Wrists. So we'll take both arms forward. We'll do them together. Just for the sake of time, if you're doing this on your own, it might be easier to actually grab the forearm bones to keep the forearm bones from moving. They like to help sometimes. So since we're doing both hands at the same time, do your best to be honest. Take a big breath in. Brace your belly. Keep your ninja hands. And then you're going to rotate pinky fingers in. Palm down. Extend the wrist. Out to the side, which won't be much. And then flexing up. In. Down. Out. And up. You're going to reverse direction. This time make a fist just to change it up. Out to the side. Down. Pinky fingers come in. And up. This is one of my favorites. If you own a cell phone, you should be doing this every day. Do we even call it cell phones anymore? I don't know. Last one. Just for good measure. That's it. And then shake it out. Nice. We're going to move right into your hips. So I have a chair here just for stabilization. You can also use a wall. There's other ways to do this. You could also do it on the ground if that suits you best. But keeping a little bit of tension, again, through the standing leg, again, through the arm that's gripping whatever it's gripping. You're also going to take, say, your left arm out to the side, and then you're going to draw your left knee up into your chest. From here, you're going to open the leg to the side. Notice how this hip does not come along. And then I'm internally rotating from within the thigh bone, within the hip. The shin and the ankle lift. They wrap around and behind. Knees connect, and I'm going to keep going. Up through flexion. Externally rotate. Internally rotate. That's always a fun one. Keep circling. And then now reverse the action. Take it back. And another one, just like shoulders, because they're both ball and socket joints, we have the ability to compensate with other body parts. I don't want you to do that. Keep it as honest as you can. Really let it live in the hip. And if it's not a great circle, it's just not a great circle. It's a story about your body, though. It's good to know that, right? Okay. Flip this guy over, and we'll go to the other side. Arm extends, stand tall on this leg, brace your belly, work the arm that's holding whatever it's holding, and then take now, right knee up, right leg out, internally rotate, squeeze for rotation, and then come around. Good. All the way up. Keep this arm strong out here. Internally rotate, wrap, and down, and now we'll reverse. You take it back, unwind, up and forward. One more time. Back, unwind it, up and forward. Good. Set that down. We'll continue to progress, moving into knees from here. So let's keep your hand at your hip just for the time being. You'll extend the leg out in front of you with a micro bend in the knee. The thigh bone will not move. From here, you're going to externally rotate. So your ankle moves to the side and out. And your tibia, this little bony protrusion, also moves out. From here, you're going to straighten the leg a little bit, but don't lock it out. Internally rotate, and then bring it back to a bent position. Externally rotate, extend, internally rotate, bring it back. Hold the internal rotation, reverse, externally rotate, bend, internally rotate, extend, externally rotate, and bend. Good, switching sides right away. Other leg extends, bend the knee a good amount, keep the thigh bone locked in place. Externally rotate, tibia and ankle, extend, internally rotate, bring it down. Externally rotate, extend, internally rotate, bring it down, stay internally rotated, reverse, externally rotate, and down, internally rotate, extend, externally rotate, and down. Nice. Moving right into ankles, moving into the other foot. Extend your leg forward, lock your knee in place. If you have pant seams, you don't want to see your pant seam moving here, so the knee stays locked. And you're going to draw circles, maybe clockwise first, to the best of your ability. And to be honest, if you've had any sort of ankle sprains, ankle tears, ligament, tendon stuff, you might notice that your circles look pretty choppy, like mine. And then you're reversing, going the other way. As big of a circle as you can make with control. So it's only the ankle, not happening from the hip. Last one. Good. Switch it out. Extend the leg, lock the knee in place to the best of your ability, flex up, and then we'll go again clockwise, whatever that looks like for you. As big of a circle as you can make. I want you to try and keep the cadence the same, so the rhythm stays equal to the best of your ability. Reverse. Again, you're avoiding pinch points, so if you find that, you're going around it, which again will affect the shape and look of the circle. Last one. Awesome. Okay. Finally, toes. When you're ready, look down at your sweet feet, lift all 10 toes. You're going to put your 8 toes down, lift just your big toes by themselves. Good. And then now you're going to put your big toes down and lift the other 8 without collapsing your ankles in. So you're just trying to lift them and separate. Again, 8 toes down, big toes lift as high as you can get them. Some days are better than others. Big toes down, 8 toes lift. Now, lift all 10 toes, spread them wide apart. Abduct the toes and put your pinky toe down, your ring toe, your birdie toe, your index toe, and then your big toe. One more time. All toes up. Pinky toe, ring toe, birdie toe, index toe, big toe. Last time. All toes up. Spread wide. Individually set them down. And you did it. Great job. Let us know how we can help you. Thanks so much.